For any of my viewers who aren't from the Pacific Northwest, this is what going to the beach up here is like.
Rolling up in the surf.
It's gorgeous.
And then
This is Long Beach, Washington. This beach is 20 some odd miles long. But going to the beach up here, it's a different thing. It's in the summertime when it is warm. It's pretty windy. It's not a real big, laying out on the beach type of situation like you'd get in, California or something. You got to bundle up, throw a sweatshirt on, some jeans, and come enjoy the scenery while you freeze your ass off. Hey everybody, welcome back to Circus Moto. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I know I'm having a great time. No motorcycle footage today. We are actually so I figured since there's no motorcycle content today, it might be a good time to test out some new equipment that I got. Right now, I'm just filming on my GoPro Hero 4 Silver. This is the same camera that I usually have mounted to the front of my helmet. I went ahead and just put it on a little mini tripod slash selfie stick. And what I've done is I've hooked up my new toy for the first time, which happens to be this. This is the, hopefully that's in frame. This is by Photo Welt. This is a wireless microphone system. I got it on Amazon. It had pretty good reviews. I haven't used it yet. So that was the receiver, and down here, same size unit, I have the transmitter right here. There's actually a microphone on it, but what I've done is I've plugged in an external lav mic that I've just clipped here, and hopefully it's picking everything up right. I thought it'd be a little windier. It's usually just crazy windy out on this beach, so I thought it'd be a little windier. We might get to see how this thing performed in a heavy wind, but it's actually pretty damn nice. It's cold, but it's not windy. I figured today, since I'm not riding, I'll go ahead and film a talking head video. Now, I wish I had my motorcycle. It's gorgeous up here. I'd like to be riding, but can't carry the whole family and the dog on the motorcycle, so that's kind of a bummer. So today what I want to talk about is five things about riding that people don't discuss often. One, it's expensive. It's an expensive hobby, but when you look at most hobbies are really expensive. If you're gonna get into golf, let's say, most people I know that golf religiously, they spend a lot of money. Every time you go out, if you're golfing somewhere nice, you're paying a lot for greens fees, you're paying a lot for good clubs, balls, all of that, gear, clothes, shoes, the latest fanciest putter. It costs a lot of money. Motorcycling's no different. There's a but to this. It doesn't have to be as expensive as most people think. When you're first starting, you don't need to go out and try to buy your dream bike. Just because your buddy at work is riding around on a 2020 Road Glide, full dress bagger with full infotainment system and all the latest shit on it, does not mean that you need to do that. As a matter of fact, you should not do that. I would suggest getting yourself about a $5,000 budget to start. Actually, I don't even think you need to go 5,000. You can go 3,000. I would say look for a quality used bike for around $2,000 to $2,500. Now, there's tons of these out there. They're on Facebook Marketplace, they're on Craigslist, they're on all sorts of different dealer sites. You can find them. Now, when I'm saying $3,000 budget and telling you to spend $2,000 to $2,500 on a bike, why is that? It's because you need gear. You're gonna wanna get a helmet, first and foremost. You're gonna wanna wear gloves. You're gonna wanna wear, you know, probably riding pants or riding jacket, you know, whether that's leather or textile, or like my riding pants, I wear jeans that are lined with Kevlar. You're gonna want boots. There's just gear. There's gear you're gonna wanna buy. You have to put that in your budget, or else you're gonna go out, you're gonna get a cool motorcycle, and you're either not gonna be able to ride it because the laws in your area state you have to have a minimum amount of gear on, or you're gonna ride it around illegally and unsafe. The last thing you wanna do is be unsafe on your first motorcycle. It's just a recipe for disaster. Number two, no matter what anybody tries to tell you, motorcycles are dangerous. It's a dangerous hobby, but it's a hell of a lot of fun. Just starting out, it's gonna push you way outside of your comfort level. And that's okay. That's where you wanna be. I always say that nothing good ever happens inside your comfort zone. You need to push it just a little to really experience life. That's at least what I think. You're not gonna be really good at it at first. You're gonna need to take a motorcycle safety course just to get a license endorsement to ride. Pay good attention. They got a lot of good stuff in there. If you're still slightly unsure about yourself, then take a more advanced or intermediate or advanced course. They have all sorts of different courses on how to corner, stopping techniques, you know, all sorts of stuff. It's dangerous, but it's the good kind of dangerous. Number three, rain is gonna terrify you at first. It's gonna be really uncomfortable. You're gonna look outside, it's gonna be pouring rain. You're gonna think the roads are slick and you can't ride, or, you know, it'll be too cold to ride or whatever. Now, I don't do a ton of riding in the rain, but you don't need to be terrified of the rain. The engineers that made your motorcycle, your tires, all of that, they already figured out, you know, that you can ride in the rain. You just need to trust your bike. Your tires are gonna grip. Is it a little slicker? Of course it's gonna be. You're gonna need to use more caution, but you don't need to be afraid of it. You just need to get out and get a little practice. Take it easy. Take it easy when you're riding at first. Well, not at first. Always take it a little easy when you're riding in the rain. But you don't need to be terrified of it. Your bike will grip in the corners. Watch out for things like, you know, oily spots in the road, or, you know, big standing water, leaves, anything like that. You know, especially up here in the Pacific Northwest, you know, our winters are rainy, and you know, the fall is rainy, the spring is rainy. If you're gonna ride your bike, you're gonna wanna ride your bike as much as you can. You're not gonna wanna just limit it to the summer. So get yourself some good gear, and if it's not too terrible, get out there and go for a little ride in the rain. Number four, you're gonna meet people. You're gonna meet new people. This is a good thing. If you're a little bit of an introvert, don't let it bother you. Once you get into motorcycling, the motorcycle community is, it's a great community. It's great people to meet. You're inevitably gonna find yourself, you know, going on poker runs and group rides, or going to bike nights at bars or dealerships. You're gonna meet new riders, And if you're lucky, you're gonna have quite a bit in common with them, and maybe even make some new friends to go ride with. It's gonna happen. It's a very open and accepting community from what I've seen. Everybody seems to be really inclusive when it comes to motorcycle riding. And number 5, it's addictive. It's like a drug. You're gonna wanna do it all the time. I know that's the way it is for me. When I'm not riding, I'm thinking about riding. Right now, I'm at the beach. I'm with my family. You know, we rolled up here in our minivan. I don't have my motorcycle with me. Today is a gorgeous day. It's only in the 40s right now at the beach, but as you can see, it's sunny and it's beautiful out. And I'm really wishing I had my motorcycle right now. You are going to need to set time aside to get out and ride. Now, if you're like me, hopefully you've got a partner that understands the need. My wife is really good about letting me get out and ride when I need to. She knows it's a great medicine for mental health. Every time I go out and ride and I come back, I got a big smile on my face. I'm much happier. And that's what I like. That's one of the things I dig about it. If I'm in a shit mood, I go out and ride. It makes things better. Don't pull. Good boy. It's nice to come out, take the dog on the beach for a walk. Just wish he was better behaved where I could let him off the leash, play with him a little, but he tends to bite people, so I don't do that. I appear to have found some sort of alien life form on the beach here. So weird looking. I'm gonna throw it on my wife. Here, Brooke.